tuk 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 tuk.
We're here to talk about the trial chambers and all the awesome items you can find inside.
Yeah, pots with new sherds on them and banner patterns to collect.
The breeze.
Yeah, the breeze and the wind charge.
Oh!
Ding! Did we miss what? We must have missed something.
So when we were first working on the breeze, we landed on this design of like, okay, maybe it should be a different kind of movement. So maybe it should jump around instead of walking around. And maybe it should shoot range projectiles, and then players will have to chase after it. So when we were thinking about, okay, well, what would it look like?
And we sat in a room, I think like half a day, like 4 hours, just sketching out and throwing things out. There was one of my favorite one was like cowboy with really long legs.
I think that was like a strider wearing cowboy pants.
Basically, yes. It's amazing we're able to create a mob that's basically just air. I love where we landed with that.
I wanted to make something that sounds unique because the breeze is a unique mob. One thing I tried was a whoosh sound or something there's this thing called granular synthesis. So I meant to load in a specific file in this granular synthesizer, and then I misclicked and loaded in like, this is a file with a bunch of different whooshes, and it's not meant to use the whole file in anything. It just sounded like this. What even is this? It's like a scratching record slash whooshy, but not like it's just in and out of place, and it's like, okay, this is really weird. And then I looked at the concept art on my other screen and was like, no, this is it. This is the breeze. I think we found it. I tried to introduce some playfulness in the air idles. So it's like when it idles and it's airborne, it's something else than when it's on the ground. So it's more like almost like a woohoo thing, speeding up and down the audio file like this kind of tape effect, like I can't really imitate that.
As we started playing against the breeze, we kind of noticed like, oh, it's actually like throwing me up in the air. That's interesting. I wonder what would happen if I threw myself up in the air. And then suddenly we had the wind charge. We quickly realized like, okay, there's actually potential here for players to make use of this. So we added the wind charge, and then like you all as players made just amazing uses out of this. I mean, the parkour courses, the redstone contraption. So the bog has mushrooms growing out of its head, which I thought was a really cool thing because the mooshroom was really the only creature that had kind of had this feature before. Because usually it's like friendly creatures and you just interact with them and they're not gonna attack you. But the bog, you have to like walk up to this thing that's trying to kill you and go snip and cut the mushrooms off its head. That was a really fun encounter.
No, the mushroom has a special place in your heart, Corey.
I remember when I promised the community a certain mob that you could shear mushrooms from.
Yes, we're going to add brown mushrooms. Okay, we will talk about that.
Cut.
So one of the most challenging things in this update was making the maze sound. I just tried to bring like this earth-shattering like rumble and like debris and like rocks flying to show that, yeah, this is really heavy. Low to mid altitude, you get the smash attack if you hit the enemy. But if you fall from a real high altitude, then you get the heavy smash attack.
We wanted to give players incentives for going to the trial chambers, completing the challenges, and feel like they, oh yeah, okay, I got a lot for accomplishing this really hard challenge. Yeah. So we added some new cosmetic items, we added new armor trims, we added new banner patterns, we added new pottery sherds.
Yeah, and I really like that we actually kept the pottery sherds in the pot this time, and it's sort of trying to give a clue of when in the timeline this structure is, when was this formed. So the other sherds are usually buried and you need to archaeology them out, but this one is a bit more new, so maybe there's still a hole, which I think is really interesting.
So we actually added 3 new music discs in this update as well, but one of the really cool things that we did was that 2 of those discs are actually kind of the same song. One is like the music box B-side kind of version of the other one, Creator by Lena Raine.
Oh, that's cool. What?
It's cool. I'm personally super excited for this update. As a combat-loving player, the trial spawners, the trial challenges, the ominous trials, everything about it is going to be super fun for me as a player.
I thought it was amazing.
This update was a breeze.